Well, for our look at the amateur rugby league scene again this week, we're going down to South Cumbria. We're going to Hindpool, and it's quite an emotional week for the club because of the death of a really popular man down there, a man who's played such a big part in the club's past and built for the future. That was Graham Shaw. I'm joined by the coach at Hindpool, Kevin Kyte. It is a really emotional week down there because he was such a popular guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Graham was part and parcel of the club. He bled orange and black, really. Yeah, he was everything the club is defined to be, and he spent the majority of his life building the club, basically. So it's a massive, massive loss, and a massive loss for rugby league in general.
Yeah, just looking from afar at the tribute that had been paid, he paid such an important part in the club. Was he in at the launch of the club to start? Has he been there that long? Is that when it all started?
No, not so much there, but obviously he started through the junior ranks and played the open age before he then helped in with the coaching of the juniors, and then straight on, and also helping out with the open age as well. He's done everything for the club, basically.
Yeah, and been involved a lot of stuff that was raising money for charities and other causes.
Yeah, we always done. He always organised charity events. We done firewalks. There was parachute jump. There was all sorts that was done in the background and everything. Loads of charity events that went on, day events down the club, and generally it was Graham that organised everything. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of them. Once he stepped into that chairman's role, then he took on the chairman's role.
Yeah, and a tragically young age, Kevin, just only 44, I think, was he?
That's right. Yeah, I mean, I met Graham as he was coming through the junior ranks into the open age. I was part of the open age team, and yeah, for him to pass at such a young age and leave such a young family,
Yeah,
that's where a lot of our concerns are at the minute.
yeah, indeed.
The young family he leaves behind.
What I noticed as well, Kev, you've postponed your game tomorrow with Dalton.
We have, yeah, as soon as it was announced on Tuesday, majority of the lads were just like, don't want to play, not in the mood for it at all. So Dalton have been very, very understanding, as were Millen the other week. We can't thank the community enough. But yeah, they've been very understanding and had no issues at all. There was no second questioning or anything. It was just, yeah, let's get it postponed and put it at a better date when everyone's ready for it.
Yeah, that was noticeable. How much he was thought of when Millam immediately offered to take the game to your place as well, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah, we knew just how poorly Graham was. So, for Millen to do that for us was outstanding. Like I say, we can't thank the rugby community enough for all the help they have given.
Now then, let's look at Hindpool. It's no secret, is it, Kevin, that you didn't really want to go into this competition. You found it hard. What are your thoughts at this stage? I mean, you don't. There's no chance of you being put back into where you wanted to be, is there?
That would be the ideal solution. That's what everyone at the club strives for, would be to go back into the Northwest counties. In theory, we've been jumped 4 divisions basically, and yes, it's been tough going, and to get the lads up for games and stuff, knowing they're probably going up the course to be on the back end of a heavy score. It's been hard work trying to get lads together and stuff like that. We've also had a lot of injuries that haven't helped as well. So when it's come to the games and we're struggling to get a team together against these well-established teams, it has been a struggle. It really has.
Yeah, I mean, the rugby league must know of really the strong reaction you've had and your feelings of it. Are they sympathetic at all? Or are they just not listening? Do you think?
Not listening. We've been to meetings and we've told them our concerns and everything else, and they try telling us they're listening, and then they go away and tell us that basically the information we get back is that they haven't listened to a word because nothing's changed, nothing's been rectified to try and help the problem. and they see it as they're trying to build the sport, and we see it as it's killing the sport because it's pushing more lads away. They don't want to go and get hammered week in, week out. The league we were in Northwest Counties, yes, we may have won it a couple of years ago, but that's the first time Hindpool have won a league in Northwest Counties. So we were finally finding our feet there and competing with the teams there. And all of a sudden we get leapfrogged 4 divisions above where we're playing national conference teams.
Yeah.
But albeit on good days when we have managed to get a good team together and that we have competed against them, don't get me wrong, but we're not going to get that all
Week
the time.
in, week
we just
out.
haven't.
No.
Yeah, we're just not going to get that. It's only every now and then we're going to have that availability of players that can come on and help us push these teams.
How many teams do you run, Kevin?
Sorry?
How many teams do you run at Hindpool?
At Hindpool, we've got orphanage, right down to minis, basically, and then we've got a girls' team that's just been started off as well. The Masters has gone a little bit stale over recent years, but other than that, I would say we've got in the region of about 6 teams that we're running throughout the club at the moment.
Yeah, there's plenty there for to work on, isn't there? Really, which is great for the future. If you could just get that the top rider, the first team in the right place.
We're looking at we've got still 2 years, and then obviously the next bunch of youth section comes through into the open age.
Yeah,
it's whether or not we're going to have 2 years of struggling in this league that they've put us in, and we can keep the lads interested and keep coming back week in, week out.
that's right.
The main goal.
Yeah. What about yourself, Kev? Are you a Hindpool lad right from the start?
No, I grew up playing at Ruse, as it happens, with my uncle coaching there, and then he made the change and came over to Hindpool mid-90s, and then it was just a couple of years after that that I came over myself and joined my brother in the open age. Played a good few years with them. My uncle helped with the team to bring silverware to the club that hadn't happened for a lot of years. And then after the open age, I had a little spell away from the club for a bit, family commitments and stuff, and then came back coaching, and I've coached for 15 years ever since.
Yeah, right. Well, you're twice a week job, are you? With coaching and then matches on the weekend.
Yeah, generally that's what we do, and then every now and then we'll throw in extra sessions when needed, as and when needed, and stuff like that. Obviously, early on in the early days of taking on the juniors and stuff, some weeks I was coaching 2 and 3 teams, 2 and 3 different age groups, until we did get that help that came along, and Graham and Martin and everybody came in and helped me then, and they just blew up the junior section, if you will. They just massively extended it from what I'd already started, if you will, which was absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously then going into the open age coaching, and my first year of being the head coach is when we won the league and we won the grand final. So it got off to a great start. We've just had a bit of a quieter season the year after, and obviously this year we've been put in this league. So yeah, just difficult at the moment.
Any Hindpool former players who've gone on to big things?
Well, we've got one lad that's he's decided to go over to Australia, apply his trade. He's been over there the past couple of years. In the junior section, we've got quite a few of them now that have managed to get themselves their Ellen scholarships and stuff. So that's a good thing. It's all looking good. But again, the teams we're going up against, you can guarantee just about every single team has got some form of professional on dual reg or ex-professional in the ranks, and we just haven't got that. We're just local lads basically that are trying to get by in the team, really.
Yeah, completely amateur side, then.
Yeah.
Kevin, it's been nice talking to you. Thank you very much for giving us your time, and all the very best, and condolences to the club over Graham Shaw. All the very best. Let's hope that Hindpool gets sorted and Maybe the Rugby League will listen.
Well, this is it. We can only hope for the best, and I'm sure Graham's going to get the best send off he can possibly get from the club and all surrounding areas. So, yeah, thank you very much for speaking to us, and we'll catch up again.
Thank you, Kev.
Thank you very much. Speak to you again. Thanking you. Bye-bye. Bye.